Hi everyone, this is Mary Jacobs and welcome to the Tao Oneness channel. Oh my goodness, today I have so many things I would love to start talking about. But today I really want to just pop on and start talking about unconditional love. And just my own understanding through years of journeying and trying to figure out what love really was, thinking I knew what it was, realizing I had no idea what it was, and then a circle round and round until I finally just got centered and got clear on who I was, how I feel about myself, how I feel about all the experiences and people in my life. And that's when I finally started realizing what love really was and or is and what it is not. And so today I just wanted to jump on and just share about my unique journey, and maybe you guys, can relate or have your own experiences. So here we are. First thing I wanted to do was I have my iPad and I actually wanted to get online and just go over what traditional definitions of love are. And this goes along with how we're actually taught as children about love. And so based on these definitions, love, an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something. That's noun. As far as a verb, to feel deep affection for someone or something, or to like or enjoy something very, very much, right? And then you have it's arising out of kinship or personal ties, such as maternal love or attraction based on sexual desire, right? There we have a profoundly tender, passionate affection for another person, a feeling of warm personal attachment or deep affection, as for a parent, child, friend. And it continues on, it continues on. Then we have love encompasses a range of strong and positive emotional and mental states, from the most sublime virtue or good habit, right? Continue, continue, continue. And I was like, yeah, but it's just something missing, It's just something missing. It's that, and it's more, right? So I was looking up agape love, which is the love that a lot of masters have talked about. One that I'm sure a majority of people have heard about is, Jesus, Yeshua. And the agape love, it talks about the highest form of love or charity, the love of God for man and man for God. It's very unconditional. It says the steady intention of the will of another's highest good, right? And then one other one is agape love is a love of choice, not out of attraction or obligation, right? Okay, so let's start there. So as you can see, as a child, we all came in experiencing that. There's just unconditional love. You love from, your favorite toy, your pillow, your blanket, of course, your parents, a pet. There's this universal exuberance and excitement of what love is, even when someone or something makes you sad or makes you angry, you don't understand, there's still that pure, unconditional love of people. Well, as we grow and especially if we're around or raised in an environment where there's judgment of any kind, or there's the traditional levels of discipline and no real follow through as far as helping a child understand these things, which comes with experience and it comes with maturity. And some of us learn it later, some of us don't. So I'm not here to judge one way or another. I'm just putting out experiences that some of us may have had or may not. And so, somehow that innocent love, we know we've experienced, but from my experience at least, I felt as if at some point I needed to protect or shield myself from love, because it started being like love seems like it hurts. I'm so open and had no real direction from anyone to really teach me about boundaries and things of that nature. And so you start thinking your first relationship, or Some people are in environments, whether it's with a relationship with friends, family, your boyfriend or girlfriend, where it's like, well, I don't love you anymore. Or I'll love you if, and sometimes we can have that way of manipulation used to try to make us do something because we're afraid that we're going to lose the love of someone we deeply care about. And so there's this guilt that is overlaid with love. And then, come on, we've all had an experience, or most of us have, where we've ended a relationship with someone, or you've had a really bad falling out with someone and you never end up speaking to them again, or someone who you really loved really betrayed your trust and really overstepped boundaries that they may have known or not known that were there, that were really, really big, big. And those leave wounds. So as we grow and we mature and we start the healing journey of really being aware of, all of these pains and all of this trauma or all of these experiences and memories, especially around love, it starts warping what love really is from its core. You know how they say, like, when you get your feelings hurt, this is an old saying I've heard numerous times, at least from my elders and growing up, oh, it'll be okay. Your feelings are hurt and you'll get over it and you'll love again. But in that moment, you're so destroyed. It feels like I'll never love again. I'll never love again. But who you are is love. So the love never leaves you. You just have to kind of cocoon and take time out to really heal or forgive or let go, or some of us cope. I know I did a lot of times. I thought I was healing, but it really just got to a point where I was like, okay, this is so unhealthy. I still need to function. So let me find coping mechanisms so I can still function, in the world, in a productive way without going too much further below the surface to really heal what was there. So once you get farther on the path, like I did, and people all over the world are seeming to find their way to, it's like, okay, I'm realizing I'm still holding on to a lot of things. I'm really ready to let some of these things go. So when you're ready for that, that's when you start coming back into that agape love. That's when you start realizing the forgive them, they know not what they do. That's when you really start loving yourself unconditionally, knowing you did the best that you knew how, and looking at the wisdom that you gained through all of your experiences. That's what's most important at the end. That's the meat that you take away. That's the opening of the package and seeing what's inside, is that. And that we're still here, and realizing that just like we may have caused some type of emotional or mental and sometimes physical harm to someone else or something else, we learned from it. And instead of feeling guilty about it, yes, you course correct, you forgive and unconditionally love yourself. You can ask for forgiveness from that other being, and then you steadily make steps to go about your life in a different way, so that it's not to cause that type of harm to anyone else or that person or being again. And that's being accountable and responsible. So all that to say, when we finally can get clear and we can finally understand that real love is a presence, it is an energy, it is what this universe was made out of, it is what, whatever you call source is to you, which was God, Most High, the All, the One. That energy is love. Now, to unconditionally love, the agape love, to universally love ourselves first and foremost, because we can't do love or heal or do anything externally that we have not learned to cultivate within ourselves. So it always begins with us. However, when we get to that place where we're ready to really love and own all of us, then we're able to look out into the world and unconditionally love another being, unconditionally love that tree, unconditionally love this beautiful plant behind me, unconditionally love the all. Because just as you have come as far as you have, and you've learned all that you've learned, and some of the hiccups and the backslides that you've experienced, and as you forgive and unconditionally love yourself, that in itself is a form of agape love, because you love you in spite of you, and then you can love others in spite of themselves. So that's just my little tidbit, and I will go a lot deeper on some of the podcasts and things coming up, but I just wanted to ask your opinion. Remember, I'm not here to really tell you anything. These are just my opinions and my sharings based on my own experiences of life. So please take that word. What does love mean to you? How do you show up and unconditionally love yourself? And then how are you able to share that with the people around you, with your loved ones, with the world, with someone at the store, or the beautiful plants or animals that we have all around us every day? So I love you guys. And until next time, the word of today, and until the next time I see you, love, love, real, unconditional love. Let's cultivate it within and then share it with the world. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.